You're kicking off our Tuesday conference program here at TIA 2016 Network of the Future, so we appreciate you being here. I want to ask you right off the bat and about Industry 4.0.
Right.
What is that?
So Industry 4.0 is really a term that was coined, for the most part in Germany. It's spread around the world. But when you look at manufacturing and industry, the first phase of this was sort of mechatronics or mechanization. The second was electrification. The third was automation. So as they looked at the migration or the evolution of this space, they said, let's think about how do we digitize, add networks to this, and that became the Industry 4.0 comment, made predominantly out of Germany.
Let's move on to monetization of the industrial Internet of Things. Can you give us a use case as to how you were able to monetize IoT?
So exactly, so Industry 4.0 or the industrial Internet of Things, it's all about taking customers' critical assets. And you think about assets that are depreciated, they're assets that are out here in the world. If you see something move, you don't see something moving it, it's some type of automation. How do you optimize the use of that? How do you do things like predictive maintenance and assurance? How do you create maybe predictive services around it, which is maybe a new revenue stream? So it's all about getting more out of capital. And that's really why I think the industrial Internet of Things or the Industry 4.0 is an easy to prove use case for enterprise customers when they think about IoT.
And when I think about Telit IoT products and services and infrastructure, I think of a sort of general purpose, a horizontal business model. Is that accurate?
So Telit definitely is a IoT horizontal enablement company. So between instrumentation, i.e. we make the communications modules that go on things to allow them to connect. We have a global MVNO to allow people to actually purchase services for data plans. And then finally, we have what we call our IoT platform, which is over the top to allow you to extract information from those assets and move it to applications where there's business value or business outcomes. Now, what's interesting is, horizontal enablement's great, but customers want solutions. So you've got to transition the enablement piece to actually solving problems. And Industry 4.0 is a great place to do that. So while we offer very horizontal building blocks and enablement layers, we're focused on a few key verticals. And certainly, the industrial Internet of Things is one of those verticals.
Now, Fred, of course, you have a number of partners, but really the highlighted ones that I'm aware of anyway are Cisco, Intel, and SAP. As far as Industry 4.0, how do those companies tie in with Intel or Telit's IoT platform?
So when you think about Telit's origin and how we pulled things together from a company point of view, we have a very rich history in automation from the ILS technology acquisition, and we have a very rich history in IoT from the Telit connectivity side of the business. Putting those two together is a great match of both skills. On one side, we have partners like Mitsubishi Electric Controls, Siemens, companies like Rockwell Automation we participate with on the automation side. On the application side, we deal with companies like Cisco, SAP, and even Intel, a huge promoter of the industrial Internet of Things. So it's an ecosystem of balance. The automation guys and the communication and application IT people, putting it together really gets us to this industrial Internet of 4.0 use case and solution delivery.
Anytime TI now does anything really IoT, we look to Telit first. Industrial Internet, the industrial Internet of Things is no exception. So glad you can make it and sort of give us a better breath as to what Industry 4.0 is. And thanks for your time.
Thank you.